Hi, my name is Cathy Patterson-Sterling, and I'm the Director of Family Services for the Sunshine Coast Health Center with this week's question. Today's question of the week comes from Dawn, and Dawn's question is, Cathy, why don't the counselors at Sunshine Coast Health Center and with your philosophy in general, why don't you provide more and more structure for clients in recovery? Don't they need structure every day of their recovery? So to answer your question, Dawn, I think it's really important to look at taking a step back from answering the structure question, to look at motivation in general. And so I just want to comment on two different types of motivation. There's extrinsic motivation and then there's intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation comes from the outside. It's about applying pressure, and that type of motivation is very important, especially if we're leveraging as a family trying to get somebody through an intervention into treatment, so that they can then reclaim their lives and start the recovery process and realize the severity of their addiction. There's also intrinsic motivation. And intrinsic motivation is something that comes from inside. It's the fire in the belly. It's the excitement. It's about walking out my life as the author of my own life, walking out my destiny, looking at my life as writing a next chapter. And so what we want to do is take the responsibility for somebody's life and hand it back to them so that they get that fire in the belly. They have the intrinsic motivation, which lasts longer and helps produce that transformative change in people because it comes from within. We have the skills, the tools, the resources we hand people, and we let them be in the driver's seat, so that the goal is not just to survive a treatment center, or the goal isn't just to make the family happy for 2 minutes when they leave because they have this great plan. The goal is to really give the motivation and responsibility for somebody's life back to themselves. It's allowing them to be in the driver's seat of their own lives so that they can then ride that transformation themselves and be the author of their own lives. Thanks so much for your question, Dawn. Take care.